What's up everybody, welcome back for another video. In today's video we're getting back at the chicken run again. I'll be honest, I kind of jinxed myself a video or two back when I talked about having the hard work done, where I dug the post holes and cemented them in. Anyways, I did jinx myself. I totally forgot that around the base of this chicken run I'm going to want to have a skirting of hardware cloth or mesh down under the ground to keep predators from burrowing from the outside in. So in order to bury some skirting, obviously I got some more digging to do, and lots of it. So we've had some rain lately, the ground is still nice and moist, and I'm going to get into digging that again and try to dig out a skirting around the structure. So that's kind of what I'm trying to build myself up, get the nerve to do now, and basically just get up there and dig in, literally and figuratively. So let's head up to the chicken run and grab my pickaxe and shovel, and we'll get at it. And after that, if I get it done fast enough, you know, I do surprise myself sometimes, I'll look at doing some more framing, but no guarantees. The digging could take the best out of me. We will find out. So let's get up on site, get to work. You can enjoy watching me slave away, and we'll get her done. Alright, let's get up. So how are y'all getting on? Hopefully you're enjoying the video to this point. I wish I could say the same, but you know, this digging part, it sucks. Alright, I ain't gonna lie. Any kind of manual labor, it always slows down the progress of you know, getting those images in your head of what you want out into the real world, you know. So you know, I'm not an active fella by any means, just your regular sedentary fella. So if I can do this, you know, for the most part you should be able to do this as well. But it takes time. Thankfully, like I said, the ground is a bit moist and able to crumble a bit easier than if it was, you know, dry, hard-packed clay. Because that is most of what's here is clay. But, you know, getting through it. You know, what I probably would have seen as the harder side is pretty much done. So I'm going to get to the back there now. Now the other side could be misleading because it's lower down, it's closer to more of the rocky, hard-packed soil. I may not dig down as far into that for the skirting and may resort to just using some kind of fill to lay on top of the mesh more so than digging down and backfilling. But anyways, so far so good. I don't know how far I'm into this, probably you know, 45 minutes or so far to get this far. So it is what it is. It's got to be done, and it's holding up progress of meshing this in to a safe environment for the chickens. I do want to be able to set it and forget it, you know, so that involves keeping predators out just as much as keeping food and water available, right? So you don't want to come back and some mink or weasel or coyote, fox, you name it. You don't want any of that getting in at your chickens and ruining your food supply, your egg supply, right? So I'm going to keep pushing on. At least I'm taking lots of little breaks in between the different angles that you might be seeing throughout. I am taking little sit-down breaks. I got a bottle of water gone already, and I'm soon going to be starting in on another one. So here you go, folks. That's your little almost midway update. And I'm going to keep pushing through, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. Thanks for all your support and sticking around during all this work, and hopefully it's inspiring you to do the same and get your, let's just call them preps, get your preps in place. Alright, the world ain't getting any easier, so you know, think about that. Think about where your food's coming from, what you'd do if your food supply was drastically reduced, or all that stuff. Alright, hopefully if you're one of my audience members, you've been thinking about this type of stuff, and if you haven't, maybe it's time to start exploring your horizons and see what's going on. Alright, back to it. Hopefully, like I say, you're enjoying this, and hopefully the finished product is going to be worth all this sweat. Alright, off I go. Alright, boys and girls, so at this point I can legitimately say I'm over the halfway mark. As you've probably seen, there's so much rock in the ground. Just pulling out boulder after boulder, you know. So, but one thing I just wanted to stop and say is, you know, when you're doing hard work, sometimes you got to kind of talk to yourself in your head and kind of, you know, pep yourself along, you know, pep yourself up. And I just wanted to share with you one thing that I'm saying in my head the whole time I'm doing this, is that it's okay for this to be tough. Alright? You know, you don't look at me on video and say, oh, look at him shoveling and, you know, having so much endurance. Like, I'm editing together different shots of me doing a bit until I'm tired, and then I take a break off camera. So just know that it's okay for it to be tough. Do it at your own pace. You know, if you got neighbors with equipment that could help you out, you could ask them. If you got the resources to rent equipment, you can do that. Do not feel that you need to do all this by hand if you don't have to. And if you do, just pick away at it, a bit at a time, one step at a time. And again, it's okay for it to be tough, because it is. Alright, back to it. Alright, there it is. That is the digging for the mesh skirting pretty much done. Other than a few fine tweaks when installing the mesh, I think that's pretty good. So I'm just going to take you guys down. We'll do a quick little walk around of what I got done there, and just show you the level of work. You can see I got my blisters for the day. Alright, so like I said, it's tough. Alright, and it's okay for it to be tough. Do it in small steps and you'll get it done. Alright, so let's just start off where I finished. Like I say, down. That should easily envelop, you know, a 2-foot high piece of mesh and give it a good skirt. Alright. You can tell, I say, it's a lot of earth that I moved here today. very rocky, heavy, wet earth. Alright, so, but I still do recommend that if you're going to be doing this by hand, I found that wet soil comes apart a lot easier than dry, than dry, sorry. Alright, so you're getting the idea of what I've got done here. I would say some of the edges could be tidied up, but for the most part, the mesh should go on down in that just fine. Again, lots of dirt moved. Did some raking. I don't know if I did that on camera or not. It was just a quick little rake job. But there you have it, folks. She's all dug in. Not too bad. Not too bad for a day's work. And folks, speaking of a day's work, today's work for me is done. If the only reason being that I've had enough. Alright, that's enough digging, enough raking, enough lifting. I am finished for today. I do not want to keep going to the point of wearing myself out or injuring myself. Again, this is supposed to be a hobby. This is supposed to be fun. So take it at a medium pace, get it done. But always remember, it's okay for it to be tough, and it's okay for you to take a break when you need it. So, with all that said, next video I'd say we'll continue this again. Probably should get into some framing and meshing, some of the final more tidying aspects of it all. But there's always something to do with it. You know full well that the job is never complete, right? There's always refinement and assessing it. But that's for the future. So until the next video happens, hope you're happy, hope you're healthy, take care of each other, and peace out.